Welcome to Mat Pilates. This is an all levels class. I will offer modifications, and I just wanted to let you know we will be using 2 cans of food. They're about 1 pound each. If you have hand weights at home, feel free to use anywhere between 1 and 5 pounds for each hand. Then if you have a hardwood floor, you might want to grab 2 cloths, washcloths, whatever works, beanies even work. And then if you have a carpeted floor, paper plates work really well. So I have 2 of those. So hardwood floor, these, rug, these. And then I also have socks on for the hardwood floor, but you can use the plates for the hardwood floor. So we'll get started and have your props readily available. So I will say, we'll just put them right by our mat. I'll put it behind my mat. And then the hand weights can be in front because we're going to use those first. So come to stand and ground into your feet evenly. I like to rock forward and back into my feet side to side and really find that center point with my feet directly under my hips. Once I do, I'm going to bend my knees, sink the weight into my feet so I can feel grounded, and then reach long through the top of the head. On your next inhale, reach your hands out and up, look up past your fingers. Exhale, chin to chest, round forward like you're diving into a swimming pool, bend your knees a lot, and then reverse, roll up, stack 1 vertebra at a time. When your head stacks on top of your shoulders, reach your hands out, big breath in. Exhale, chin to chest, back down, bend your knees a lot when you get to the bottom, and then roll all the way back up. Let's do that 2 more times. Last time, guys. Inhale. And then roll up, stack 1 vertebra at a time. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears, back and down. Now, take both hands around the outsides of your ribs and feel the palms around the sides, fingers wrap forward. From here, we're going to take a deep breath in. Feel the ribs expanding into your hands, and then on your exhale, you'll feel them come closer and drop down. Let's do that 9 more times. Inhale. As much air as you possibly can take in, and then exhale fully and completely until there's no room left to exhale. 8 more. Good, keep going. Our breath rhythms are all going to be a little bit different. So breathe in as much as you can. Exhale as long as you can. Think about really expanding the lungs out as far as you possibly can. And fully exhaling. So this lateral breathing sets us up for the rest of our practice. We want to really focus on our breath during this practice. If you do a lot of yoga, then you know what I'm talking about. We don't call this Ujjayi breath, but it's very similar. Deep breath. Good. Now that we feel maybe a little bit more calm, a little more grounded, we're going to pick up our cans, reach our arms out to the side, and then flip your thumbs. So the thumb is going to be pointing kind of up. Palms are facing me. From here, your feet are exactly hip distance apart. Lower the hands, but keep the orientation that they're in. Inhale into a calf raise. Lift the heels. Hug the inner thighs together. Raise the arms. Keep the low ribs in. Exhale, slowly lower down with control. I know this is not an easy exercise, this balance portion, but that's where we're practicing it. So you want to actively and energetically hug legs towards one another. Imagine you have a small squishy ball between your inner thighs that you're really hugging into. And these are slow, they're not fast. So inhale up, exhale, lower down, nice. Let's do 6 more, inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach the arms, exhale, lower. Try to keep the shoulders soft and away from the ears. Here we go for 5. Good, 4. 3, 2, and 1. And slowly lower down. Now we bring all the weight towards our heels. Sink our hips back. Take a bicep curl. Keep the levers in. Cores engaged. Stand tall. Squeeze the glutes together as you do. Good. And bring it back. Stand tall. I'm going to show you my profile as we do these. We have 8 more. Pulling the core in. Long spine. Hinge forward from your hips. Squeeze the glutes to stand up. Keep the spine long. Try not to stick your rib cage forward and out. Rather, keep it knitted in. For 5. 4. 3. 2. Stand tall into your feet. Last 1. Good. Now, come into your squat, and then turn your palms towards one another. Hug the elbows towards your sides. Press the hands back for a tricep press, and release. Keep the core pulled in, low ribs in, and gaze down towards the floor, but not bending into your neck at all. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the arms stretched long. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Stand tall and reach the arms out. Keep the core pulled in. Lengthen the tailbone down. Circle the arms forward. 4, 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4. Breath is moving. 3, 2, 1. We reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good job. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn thumbs up. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we go into a calf raise. Lift your heels. Lower. Turn the palms forward. Bicep curl and squat. Stand tall. We're linking them together. Up. Lower. Sink it low. Weights in your heels. Squeeze the glutes as you stand up. Inhale. Hug the inner thighs together. And bring it down. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulse down, down. Look, little bicep curl here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand tall. Good job. Okay, we're gonna move into scooter now. So with scooter, we bend both knees deeply. Core is pulled in here, long spine, so we're not hunched over like this. Lengthen your sternum out, send your tailbone down, and then keep all of the weight into your left foot. Lift your right heel. Yes, from here, send your right leg out. Nothing changes in your left side. All the weight's over this side. Right leg just scooted out. We're gonna take both cans down, row in and out as your leg comes in. So row and then send it back out, lengthen the arms. In and out. Bend into your left knee more than you think you need to. If you're almost standing tall into that leg, you're not gonna get as much benefit into the muscle development. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now straight back, reach the arms forward, and then out as the foot comes in. Reach forward, out as the foot comes in. A lot of coordination here, but you guys are gonna get it. If you're not already, you're doing great. Keep trying. Keep that left knee really bent. Sink the hips back. 3, 2, 1. Stand tall. You should feel that in your left side more than the right, actually. Now we'll switch into our right side. Bend into both knees a lot. Pull the core in, low ribs in. Sink the hips back. Good. Now left leg out. Reach the arms down. Pull it in. Send it out. Good. Pull. Out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach back with your leg and bring it into a bend. So straight back, reach forward and in. 9, 8, 7, 6. Bend into that right knee even more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, stand up. Big shoulder roll. Woo. Okay, now we come back to bending into both knees. Pop your right heel up. Send your right leg out, arms go out. We lift, tap, lift with our arms and our leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Now send your legs, your right leg back, reach your arms forward, and lift, tap. Try not to arch your low back. Only lift your leg about 5 to 6 inches. Up, lower. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Other side. Bend into your knees. Send your left leg out, arms out. Lift and tap, lower. 9, 8. Try to keep your torso still. I know it's hard. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight back. Reach your arms forward. Lift and tap. 9. You thought these cans were going to be easy, didn't you? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Big shoulder roll. Good. Now, let's come to our mat. I folded my mat in half. Feel free to pause the video and do the same. I'm scooting my sits bones to the end of the mat, which is in half. I'm going to straighten my legs out. From here, make sure any fleshy bits are out of the way. You're on the bone. Micro bend your knees. Flex your ankles. Dorsiflex the ankles towards your face. And then reach your hands forward with the cans. Inhale, lengthen to your spine, soften the shoulders. Exhale, contract the abdominals towards the spine. Lower one vertebra at a time. And then try not to use momentum to go through this. Once your shoulders touch, head touch, reach the cans overhead, keep the low ribs in, and then circle the arms down and around. Chin to chest as you exhale, come all the way back up, then reach forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, contract, lower slow and controlled. Once your shoulders hit, start to reach cans overhead. Please don't let your low ribs flare, keep them in. Transverse abdominis is hugging on, chin to chest. Roll all the way back up. And then hug the abdominals in, reach forward. Inhale, length. Exhale, contract. We're gonna do this 4 more times. Circle the arms down and around. Chin to chest as you exhale. And reach it forward. For 3. 2. Notice when you're coming up, if you try to hug yourself, go even slower, chin to chest. Really challenge yourself, work through your edge. And reach it forward. Last one. We can lose the cans at any time if it feels like too much. And then reach forward. Inhale up. Bend the knees. Keep the feet flexed. From here, we're gonna inhale, lengthen to the spine. Exhale, bend your right elbow. Start to twist and hinge back with a long spine. Tap your right elbow, come all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale, same side, right elbow taps. You look over your right shoulder. Inhale to come all the way back up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the left elbow. Twist. Look over your shoulder. Come all the way back up. For 9. You guys are solid right now. 8. I can tell it. I can feel it. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good. Now, hinge back. Open the arms out to the side. Reach them forward. Come all the way up. And 9. 8. Should be shaking. That's normal. 7. Oh, Pika, come on. 6. This is what working from home looks like. Hey, Bubba. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. All the way up. Extend your legs out. Reach your hands forward. Scoot your body up a little. Contract, roll all the way down. And then set your hands off to the side. Full body stretch. Reach your hands overhead. Point your toes away from your fingers. Let your ribs flare here. That feels really nice. And then let's bend our knees. And we're going to come into some bridge articulations. So here we go. Knees are bent, feet plant down. Take your arms down by your sides, palms flip down. First, we'll set up our neutral spine, which is really important in Pilates. So neutral spine is honoring the the natural curvature of your spine, your sacrum, or the end of your spine, will be heavy to the mat. Then you have our lumbar spine, which is naturally a little lifted off the ground. Imagine you have a little bumblebee underneath your low back, and you don't want to squish it. So if you're trying to flatten your low back down, try not to. And then your transverse abdominis, or TVA, can hug in. It's almost like a false corset wrapping around your mid-center, and then low ribs stay down, as if they're weighted down by a book. Naturally, they like to pop out, and then our back arches even more, so we're gonna really monitor that today. Hands come down, and then on your inhale, lengthen through the top of your head. Full exhale out. Next inhale, press into all four corners of your feet, and then articulate, lift your pelvis and your lumbar spine slowly, one vertebra at a time off the mat. Press into bridge. If bridges hurt you, or you feel like they're compressing your low back, just lower your hips about 1 inch. This is not like in yoga where we're pressing our hips super high. We're actually keeping them a little softer here. And then exhale to control, lower. It's almost like you're massaging out your low back, sacrum, hips. Inhale, lift, one vertebra at a time. And then exhale, pull the abdominals in, lower one vertebra down at a time. 4 more, inhale. Breath is just as important as the movement here. Exhale. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Now, we just did bridge articulations. We're going to switch to bridge hinges, is what I call them. So your spine stays together. We're not rolling through the spine. Rather, we're keeping it intact, pulling our abdomens in, and then lift, hinge up, and then tap the pelvis down. Lift and tap. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At this point, you can pause if you need to put plates underneath your heels. If you have socks on and you're on a hardwood floor, then you're set. So pause right now if you need to. Otherwise, we'll continue on. Flex your right ankle. And then really plug into the left heel. Engage the left glute a lot. Slide your right leg out. And then drag the heel back in, press into the ground. Good, so press the leg out, and then really slowly drag it in. So we're working our right hamstring for 8. Try not to let the right side of the pelvis fall and dip down a lot. So this is not what we want. Rather, we're keeping the pelvis neutral and in line with the left and right hip point. 5. Pike wants to bridge 2. 4, 3, and extra points if your dog is on your belly. Last one. And plant your right heel down, engage your right glute, flex your left ankle, send your left heel out, drag it back in. For 9, 8, 7, 6. Everything should be burning now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, lift the heels up and lower. Lift up and lower. We have 8 and 7, 6, 5. Sorry, my dog's hilarious to me. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the heels lifted and pulse. Pulse. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Keep it up. Here we go. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, knees to your chest, and little circle around your low back, back of the pelvis, and then reverse the direction, go the opposite way. Pike, it's okay. And feet down. You guys ready for a second set? All right, let's do it. Hands down by your sides. First, we inhale, lengthen to the spine. Exhale, Foley. Next inhale, start to lift one vertebra at a time into bridge. Exhale, lower, slow and steady. Good, let's do that just 4 more times. Up. And almost like you're just massaging out the low spine, the back of the pelvis. Use your breath to guide the movement. Last 2. And 1. Now, find your neutral spine, engage your TVA, lift straight up into your hinge, and drop. Lift it up, and drop. We have 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. Flex your right ankle, slide the right leg out. Now drag it into the floor to bring it back. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, left side, flex the left ankle, really plug into the right heel, lift the right glute, engage it, and slide left foot out, in, out, drag it in with resistance. 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, lift the heels, lift them up, and lower, lift the heels, lower. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels stay lifted, little pulse. We have 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down, knees to chest. Little rock and roll around the pelvis, little circular motion. And then go the opposite way. Good. Now we'll move into more abdominals. Okay. So, we'll take our cans into our hands. Plant your feet. Reach your hands up. Now, let's guide the arms overhead, but notice that when you do, ribs naturally want to just lift up and show their colors. So pull them in. Don't let that happen. Still keep that minimal distance between your low back and the mat. From here, big breath in. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders, come into abdominal curl, spinal flexion. Inhale to lower, keep the low ribs down. Exhale, lift up. 8 more. 7. We have 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Relax your jaw, relax your neck muscles. This is your abdominals. 1. And reach the hands, stack the wrists over the shoulders, soften the shoulders down to the ground. Lift your legs into tabletop. Knees come directly over the hips here. There's a 90-degree angle between your calf and your hamstring. You find the neutral spine here, and then single toe tap. We'll start with the legs. Reach the right leg out. Try not to bend the right knee. Exhale it back up. Inhale, left leg out. Don't bend into the knee, and exhale it up. Good. Keep going with just the legs only. Inhale, full exhale to come up. Nice and slow. Just alternating side to side, following the rhythm of your breath. If you'd like to make this a little more challenging, you'll alternate opposite hands with legs. So right leg reaches forward as left arm goes back. Exhale everything back to center. And alternate right arm and left leg out. Exhale back through center. Single toe taps, one at a time. Try to soften your face here. Bring all the awareness to your core, coordination, and your breath. And then come back through center. Double toe taps. For double toe taps, it's sometimes very challenging to keep the neutral spine. So if you want to go halfway and then up on your exhale, you can do that. Inhale, halfway, exhale up. If you'd like to go all the way, tap your feet out. Exhale up. My core still shakes when I tap all the way, just so you know. So take it to whichever level you want, halfway or all the way tap. Bring it back. Arms can go too. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you want to make it more challenging, lift the head and shoulders as you come up. Reach the hands past the knees. Inhale, exhale. So you are going to imprint the lower back if you're coming into spinal flexion and lifting the head when you come up. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Stretch the legs out. Take the hands off to the side. Stretch the hands overhead. Lengthen it out. Good. Now bring the knees in towards the chest. Wrap the hands around the shin. Bring your head towards your knees. Big hug in. Now on your next exhale, shoot out. Double leg stretch. Bring it in. Exhale. And in. For 7. Kind of like a hollow body rocker. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring it in. Lower the feet. Take them as wide as your mat. See out your arms. Windshield right through your legs. Right to left. Okay, next thing we're going to do. Take your hands behind your legs. And this is called rolling like a ball. So a lot of you might have done this before. As we come up, we balance on our sits bones. Don't let your feet touch. Pull the navel in. Soften the shoulders down. Then roll back up to your sits bones, and balance. It's not always easy. 2 more, like this. Last one. And roll back like a ball. This time we're going to balance into teaser. Knees can be bent, arms reach out, or straighten the legs. It's up to you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, roll back. Come to balance on your sits bones. Reach out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more times. Feel free to keep the knees bent, like so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Like this anyways. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we roll, come to our feet, lift our seat, chair pose. And roll back. Come to our feet, lift our seat, chair pose. 2 more like that. Should be fun. If you're not laughing and rolling all over the place, then I don't know what to do. Just kidding. Okay, last one. Good, stand tall. And then bend your knees, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Shake your head. Yes, no. Great. And then gently roll all the way up to standing. Okay, now I'm going to slide my mat back a little. We're going to do some prone work. So on our front side, this kind of work is really good for strengthening your back muscles. You want to make sure that your shoulders are in line with the top of your mat. From here, I'm going to move these cans out of the way. And for a carpeted floor, plates, or a hardwood floor, or tile floor, these rags. So we will take the rags, spread them out, or the plates under your hands. Now, reach the hands forward. Separate your legs so they're hip distance apart. Press your pubic bone down. Engage your low abdomen in. From here, I'm going to inhale, lift only my upper body, drag my hands in, keep my shoulders down. Exhale, lower, slow and steady, all the way back to the start position. Inhale to lift, really extending through the spine, keeping the abdominals pulled in. Exhale to lower. You might not go as high, maybe you keep it kind of low. Inhale, maybe this is your stopping point. Exhale to lower. If this feels cringy on your low back, you can bring a blanket or a pillow underneath your hips to help keep length in the low spine. Abdominals are pulled in the entire time though. For 5. 4. 3. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you go down. 2. 2. Glutes are toned here. Not squeezing super hard, but toned like an avocado. Now, next time you come up, inhale. Hug the elbows in, pull the triceps towards your sides, press out, and lower. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the elbows, hug them in, reach out, and lower. Keep going, guys. 8 more. 7. Working our back muscles and our arm muscles. Last 6. We go up, pull the elbows in, reach the hands out, and lower. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good. Stack your hands under your forehead. Swivel your hips right to left. Take a few deep breaths here. And then reach your arms forward again. We have one last little piece to this. Press the pubic bone down, engage your abdomen. Inhale, lift up. Pull in, press out. Pull in, press out. We have 8 and 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, take hands under your shoulders, press back into a child's pose, but bring your knees together and then reach the hands forward. Forehead comes down towards the mat. Breathe into the stretch. How are we doing, guys? Doing okay? All right. We're gonna do one more thing, sideline work. So, in sideline work, we're just gonna come to our right hip first. And for a more beginner style, you can reach your right arm out, let your head drop on top of it. For a more intermediate level, you can bring your forearm down to the ground. If you do that, please lift out of your shoulder joint. So press into the forearm, engage the core, lift your side waist away from the ground. Don't let it drop down, so pull it in. It's almost as if you're in a side forearm plank. Same with your arm down and your body down. You want to have the core pull in, and you want to think about your side waist lifting away from the ground. From there, make sure that your shoulders are in line with your hips. And then once you're all set up there, take your left hand to your hip, flex your ankles, bend your knees in just a little, and then start clamshell. Lift your top knee up, and then lower. Lift and lower. We have 8. Don't worry, you're going to add on quite a bit more. So, core is engaged. You're slowly lifting, really targeting your glute medius and minimus as we lift into clamshell, strengthening those muscles. Last 3, 2, good, 1, and we add on clamshell. Now with your leg externally rotated, you're going to kick your leg out, bend your knee in, and come back to the start. Lift, extend, bend, and lower. We lift, extend, bend, lower. Good. For 7, 6, and 5. Last 4. We 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now bring your knees in line with your hips. So knees are in line with the hips. And then we will take our left leg straight out, flex the ankle. Good. Now, from here, find the core engagement and circle the leg forward. 10. You can take your top hand in front of you to help with stability. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, internally rotate your leg. Take your big toe to tap down in front of your mat and then lift up. It stays internally rotated. Big toe down, tap up. We have 8 and 7, 6. Try not to let the torso move a lot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now rainbow arc, tap forward, externally rotate, tap your heel back. Internally rotate, tap your big toe. Externally rotate, tap back behind your mat or in that direction. So rainbow arc, up and over. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend your knee in, tap out the outer glute, the hip. Kind of feels nice to release that way. And then we will come to the other side. So slide onto your left hip. We're almost there, guys. You're doing great. Almost done. And whichever variation you took, stretch your arm out or forearm down. Hand on top of your hip. Bend your knees in. Feet connect. Heels stay together. And then we open for clamshell and lower. Clamshell, find your core engagement, lower. We have 8, 7, 6. Second side's always a little bit more challenging. 5, because we've already done one side. And this leg has work to help that and support the other leg. Last 3, 2, 1. And lift, extend, bend your knee, and lower. Lift, extend, bend, and lower. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Nice work. Keep up the good energy. 2, and 1. Good. Now bring your knees in line with your hips, flex your ankles, and extend your legs straight out. Good. And we will begin with circling forward. 10, 9, 8. Core super engaged. 7, 6, 5. You can take your top hand forward. 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Internally rotate your big toe. Tap the big toe down. Lift it up. This is forward of your mat. And up. 8, 7. I know it burns. Stay strong. 6, 5. Yes. 4. Good job. 3, 2, 1. And rainbow arcs. Big toe taps down, and then we externally rotate. Tap the heel. Internally rotate the leg. Tap the toe. So we're taking this thigh bone, our femur bone, and rotating it in and externally rotating out. Big taps forward and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it in, tap it out. We're gonna come onto our back now. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Figure 4 stretch. Wrap your hands around your left leg. Pull the legs towards your chest. Should feel really awesome right now. And then maybe pulse in and out with the legs. Deep breath into the outer right hip as we do this. Good, and then simply just switch it out. Take left ankle over right thigh, and then pull the legs towards your chest. Pulse in and out of this. Good, happy baby. Feet go into your hands, rock right to left. Straighten one leg at a time, and then switch it out. Good, rock all the way up to your seat. And take your legs straight. Point your toes forward. Separate the legs so they're hip distance apart. Come to your sits bones. Inhale to reach your hands high. Exhale, hinge forward. And then just allow your body to round. You can always bend into your knees here. Stretching through the back line of our fascia. Let your head drop. Let your jaw relax. Take a few deep breaths. And then and roll all the way up. Bend your feet, come all the way up to a standing position. We're gonna take the feet hip distance apart here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, roll down. Bend the knees as much as you'd like. Drop the head completely. Interlace the fingers behind the low back. Make a fist. Send the fist up towards the sky for chest expansion. Bend deeply into your left knee. Keep your right leg straight. Turn your torso towards the right. Let your head drop. And after 3 deep breaths, bend into the right knee, straighten the left leg, turn your torso towards the left. 3 deep breaths here. Come back through center. By way of your low back, release the grip. Let your arms dangle. And then slowly roll all the way up. Big breath in, reach hands high overhead, palms pressed together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend into your knees, ground into your feet. Then stand tall, lengthen through the top of your head. Close your eyes. Think of something that you are grateful for today. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's an activity. Maybe it's a baked pie. Take a deep breath. Deep breath out. Thank you guys. I enjoyed working with you today. Email me or send me a message through social media if you have any questions about this practice. I'll have more coming out soon. Bye.